What can a 43-year-old celebrity chef, with a passion for chocolate, and a loathing of exercise, teach you about weight loss? The truth, for starters. 18 years ago, I weighed 210 pounds. At 52, this was no small problem anymore. My love of food was putting my health, not to mention my job as a spa chef, at risk, and I knew it was time to shape up. Over the course of a year, without crazy diets or insane workouts, I whittled my way down from a size 22 to a size 6. A decade later, I've kept it off. I'm living proof that losing a lot of weight, 30 pounds or more, is within everyone's reach. It just takes the right plan. How to lose exactly 75 pounds in 3 months. If you've given up on getting slim, or think you're too out of shape to start exercising, maybe you just haven't found a plan that works for you until now. These 5 simple rules will change the way you think about weight loss forever. 1. Forget about perfection. If you are tipping the scales at 200 pounds, getting down to 120 seems hopeless. Maybe you could have succeeded back when you were 145, or maybe when you were 170. But now, this mission feels impossible. That's why you need to break your plan down into manageable tasks, starting with portion reduction. Note, I didn't say eat according to National Institutes of Health guidelines. And I didn't say don't eat those hot tamales. Succeeding at a mega weight loss plan never works if you go cold turkey, from thousands of calories a day to 1,200. Just focus on leaving one snack-sized bite of every meal behind, and you'll start to see results. 2. Dump anything from your diet you're not passionate about. Believe it or not, eating the foods you adore is not a major problem in weight loss. The problem is eating those foods, plus everything else that crosses your path. To help me determine how passionately I feel about a certain food, I've developed a 3-question quiz. For the sake of this exercise, let's focus on salt and vinegar chips. I ask myself, would I be tempted to maim a dinner guest for eating more than her fair share of chips, even if she were my own mother? Then I'd ask, would I behave like a 3-year-old in a checkout line if I were denied access to the chips? And finally, if I were standing at the checkout and suddenly discovered I was penniless, would I be tempted to pilfer the chips anyway? Even one yes means, this is a food I love, and must find a way to work into my eating plan. How do you work into food? By working out a couple of others. To make room for my chips, I parted ways with a lifelong habit of Doritos, Fritos, and Cheetos. Not easy, but definitely preferable to giving up my life-sustaining snack. 3. Practice slow substitution. For 2 decades, I was inseparable from my morning cup of joe. But when I decided to lose weight, I knew my sugar with extra cream so good. Its tastes like mocha dessert addiction had to end. Rather than quit coffee altogether, I decided to experiment with calorie swapping, so I could still have my caffeine fix, albeit less decadently. I went from cream to whole milk to 2% to skim. Did it taste the same? Truthfully, no. But over the course of a month, my taste buds adjusted. After 3 months, the idea of a rich drink at 6 a.m. was unappealing. My substitution was a success. Since caffeine has virtually no calories at all, I now had more room for my true passions, like chips. 4. Don't eat in any place that you sleep, read, or work. I like snacking in bed better than any place on earth. In fact, I think restaurants should greet you at the door, hand you a pair of pajamas, show you to your chamber, tuck you in, and take your order. It was with great sadness that I gave up eating in bed, but I'd abused the privilege for too long. You see, the fact that I was in bed meant I was already engaged in another activity. Adding food to the equation, as pleasant as it was, only complicated matters. I was no longer focusing on what went through my lips, allowing myself to take just one more bite too many times. If you're serious about weight loss, you must learn to separate eating from everyday activities, whether you're reading, TV watching, or telephone talking. That means no noshing at your desk while filing a report, no snacks in a bowl while pounding out email. It was only when I decided to isolate my meals from other events that I began to savor the food I was consuming. And only then did I recognize fullness when it hit. 5. Donate 20 minutes a day to movement. Let's get realistic here. No one with 80 pounds to lose is going to feel excited about exercising. I have been there. But all I'm asking for is 20 minutes a day. That's the length of time you spend on hold with the DMV, staring out the window wishing for Madonna's body, or picking up the same plastic toys that your child is going to deposit right back on the floor an hour from now. If 2 10s sound more doable, that's okay by me. A brisk 10-minute post-breakfast walk, and another just before dinner add up, so grab the mail and keep going. Don't have the right equipment? Lost your shoes again? Common. I find it hard to believe you're reading this barefoot. Put on the most comfortable kicks you have and start moving. You're not going that far today, but the point is, you are going somewhere. Prove to yourself you can get going. Worry about the details later.